Warning: some clips in this video are meant to elicit strong feelings from you for educational purposes. Some viewers will feel distressed and disturbed by these clips, so continue at your own discretion. You've been warned. Surprise. How did you react to this video? Dr. Alan Cohen showed 2,185 such videos, including the one you just saw, to over 850 participants and recorded their reactions. Here's how one participant reacted to this video.
Oh my god! Why? Ah!
She showed fear, surprise, and then disgust, in that order. Let's focus on surprise. Surprise is normally brief and triggered by something unexpected, which increases attentiveness to help process what happened. To identify facial expressions, Dr. Paul Ekman divided the face into three regions: the eyebrows, the eyes, and the lower face. Then he studied all the specific muscles that contract and how they produce facial expressions. I will present a simplified, practical description based on his work. When someone is surprised, their eyebrows are raised and become curved. Horizontal curved wrinkles appear on their forehead in most cases. Their eyes open wider, and more of the white part of their eyes shows above the iris and sometimes also below the iris. Their jaw drops such that their lips and teeth are parted. You may also hear them gasp. Surprise is most commonly confused with this next emotion: fear. How do you feel? Watch how this participant reacted to a dog in danger. She showed some surprise, a little sadness, and a lot of fear. Focusing on the fear, depending on intensity, fear will make you feel cold and have shortness of breath, along with sweating and trembling, or tense muscles in the arms and legs. When someone is afraid, their eyebrows are drawn together and raised. Wrinkles appear closer to the center of their forehead and are more crooked. Their eyes open wider, but not as wide as surprise, and their lower eyelids become tense, particularly with high-intensity fear. Their mouth would open, and their lips would be stretched and drawn back. The pitch of their voice gets higher, and their voice gets strained. You may also hear them let out a scream. Someone who's afraid of spiders would often also feel this next emotion: disgust. Here's a reaction to this. He showed intense disgust. It is common to feel revulsion in the mouth, throat, or stomach, and nausea, with possible vomiting when disgusted. When someone feels disgust, their eyebrows are lowered, their eyes narrow, their upper eyelids are pushed down, their lower eyelids are pushed up, and lines appear below them. Their nose gets wrinkled and cheeks raised. Their upper lip is raised. Their lower lip is lowered and slightly protruded, or it's raised and pushed up to touch the upper lip. You may hear them make these sounds. Someone could also be disgusted by a behavior or a person. If you see disgust towards you combined with the following emotion, be very cautious: anger. How did this clip make you feel? Watching this father made me angry. Some may also feel disgust or sadness. He's in jail now. If you get angry enough, you may feel physically hot, start sweating, your muscles become tense, and you might clench your fist or your jaw. Here's a person getting angry on live TV. When a person gets angry, their eyebrows are drawn together and lowered. Vertical lines may appear between their eyebrows. Their upper eyelids are tensed but may or may not be lowered. Their lower eyelids are also tensed and may or may not be raised. Their nostrils may be dilated, but it is not essential for anger. Their lips are in either of two positions. 1. Tensed in a squarish shape as if shouting, or 2. Pressed together with the corners straight, down, or open. Here's Olympic swimmer Michael Phelps showing the second version. For anger specifically, signs need to appear on all three areas of the face or be combined with disgust for you to be sure the person is actually angry. Imagine someone was pranking you. Once you discover it's a prank, you might show a mix of anger and relief or even happiness. Happiness.
Lily, I just watched you touch Jude's food.
No, I'm not touching the food.
Were you playing in Jude's food? You did touch the food. Daddy watched you touch it.
You touched the food?
No, I didn't touch the food.
Are you? Don't yell at me. You need to watch that clenched fist.
Click the like button if this clip made you smile. Here's a happy response from a research participant. The most common way people describe happiness is uplifted, energetic, tingling, or warm. When someone is happy, their face does this. Their eyebrows are not typically involved in expressing happiness, but may show signs of other emotions combined with happiness. Wrinkles appear below their lower eyelids, and the lower eyelids may be raised, but they don't become tense. Crow's feet or wrinkles go outwards from the outer corners of their eyes. The corners of their lips are drawn back and up, and their cheeks are raised. Some states of enjoyment may lead to laughter, a sigh of contempt, a squeal of joy, or an excited shout.
Yes!
A happy facial expression is not always positive. Someone could show happiness around the eyes and cheeks, but contempt around the mouth, indicating a feeling of superiority. Contempt. This clip made participants feel anger, disgust, and contempt. Contempt is the feeling of superiority over someone. Like in this clip, contempt is felt because the woman violated a basic social norm by taking the ball from the kid. So she's seen as morally inferior. Here's former US President Donald Trump showing contempt. When a person feels contempt, the facial expression they make only involves the lower part of their face. Only one corner of their lips will be tightened and raised, while the other side of the mouth remains neutral. Another sign of contempt is raising your head and literally looking down at someone. Disapproving sounds may accompany this feeling, like or Some people show too much contempt towards others and may express that by bullying them, needlessly making the target feel sad. Sadness.
This is the effect of bullying. This is what it's doing. And I want people to know how much it is hurting us as a family. I want people to educate their children.
Even you think Carolyn was looking at you. You don't even do anything. I'm gonna right
So I've just picked my son up from school. Every single freaking day, something happens. Another episode, another bullying, another taunt, another name calling. And I feel like I'm failing as a parent. So the next person that does bully or harass or discriminate against him better watch the out.
Notice how you felt while watching this. This kid is now an actor. Thankfully, he seems to be alright. The following participant showed sadness. Feeling sad makes your chest and throat feel tight, arms and legs feel heavy, and your eyes may become teary. If a person feels sad, they raise the inner corners of their eyebrows. They also raise the inner corners of their eyes. The inner corners of their eyes form a triangle with the skin below their eyebrows. Their lips tremble, or they drop the corners of their lips down. When sadness is shown only on the mouth, it may not indicate sadness. All other basic facial expressions, except anger, are unambiguous when shown only on the mouth. Depending on the type and intensity of sadness, a sad person will either speak with a lower pitch and quieter voice, or a higher pitch and louder voice, like the wailing often heard with extreme grief. Every element of each facial expression described so far can appear on a neutral face or in combination with each other, which could communicate many different meanings. Combinations. Combinations of facial expressions like anger plus disgust, or surprise plus fear, and others can represent a true mix of two genuine emotions. More importantly, when someone is hiding something or lying, they're more likely to show a combination of facial expressions because they're often trying to hide how they truly feel. Like when someone says they love you but have a slightly wrinkled nose showing some disgust. Or if you suffered a loss, like losing your job or a relationship, and your friend's face shows a sad mouth but happy eyes, they could be pretending to feel sad for your loss but actually feel like this. You can use these basic facial expressions to help you catch a liar. Check out this video to upgrade your lie detection skills or to become a better liar. If you trust too much, you could end up like this guy.
We're going to ask you to fall, and then they will catch you. So you have to trust us. I'm going to count to 3. Just relax and fall. Okay? 1, 2, 3. No, wait, no!